You literally have the entire world in your pocket right now. We are more connected than any humans in the history of the planet. Instant access to anyone, anywhere, anytime. And yet, we are currently drowning in an absolute epidemic of modern loneliness. It's the greatest paradox of our era, and in this explainer, we're diving deep into the very fabric of how we actually live.
Are social networks breaking friendships? I mean, that's the universal assumption, right? We blame the algorithm, we blame the screens, we just accept that the digital world is the ultimate villain destroying our social lives.
But what if we've got it completely backwards? What if the networks aren't the problem at all? What if they're just empty vessels, and it's actually our broken, neglected friendships that are making them feel so incredibly hollow?
Part 1. The Modern Loneliness Paradox, Connected but Alone.
Let's talk about the number 1,000. 1,000. That is the sheer, overwhelming volume of followers, contacts, and superficial interactions the average person easily accumulates today. It's a constant, buzzing stream of faces, status updates, and fleeting moments passing us by every single day. Now, contrast that with zero. Think about how devastating that modern reality is. Having a massive follower count, but absolutely zero people to call during a genuine life crisis. You can have hundreds of daily interactions, your phone lighting up with constant notifications, and still have literally no one to lean on when your world falls apart. See, we fundamentally confused connection with friendship. They are not the same thing. Social media excels at connection. It gives you this passive awareness of vacation photos and life updates. But true friendship? That requires trust. It requires vulnerability and active maintenance. Just knowing what is happening in someone's life doesn't mean you're actually participating in it.
Part 2. The Silent Friendship Recession, a Gradual Decline.
Because beneath the surface, there's a perfect socioeconomic storm brewing. We're working way longer hours. We're moving far away from our hometowns. We're trying to navigate these crazy, fragmented schedules. We retreat into solitary digital entertainment, delay starting families, and withdraw from our local communities. It's literally an invisible pressure that is silently suffocating our free time.
And the thing is, friendships require regular, intentional investment to survive. Unlike family ties, which might weather long periods of neglect simply through shared blood, friendships are incredibly fragile. When modern life becomes overwhelming, they are almost always the very first casualties.
So what happens when we just assume our friends will always be there? It's a silent fading. Conversations kind of become less frequent. Meetups get rare. The effort slowly disappears, until one day we wake up surrounded by a list of contacts, but completely lacking true companions.
Part 3. The Magnifying Glass, Exposing the Void. Social platforms do not manufacture emptiness. Instead, they often act as a magnifying glass. They merely expose the existing weaknesses, the severe lack of emotional depth that was already developing in our real-world relationships.
And this leads us straight into the illusion of closeness. We spend years interacting through quick likes, heart emojis, and short texts. The friendship appears totally active on the surface, wearing a really convincing mask of closeness. But the moment a serious challenge hits, that illusion shatters, exposing a foundation that's actually deeply empty.
Think about the difference here. Seeing vacation photos, that just gives you awareness. But actually sharing experiences, that builds intimacy. Reading digital updates gives you information, but having meaningful conversations creates a deep, lasting connection. Reacting to a story online is completely hollow compared to the fundamental human necessity of being truly, completely understood.
Part 4. The Psychology of Meaningful Friendship, What We Actually Need.
Psychologists consistently tie close friendships directly to our basic survival. We're talking emotional support, a deep sense of belonging, physiological stress reduction, and resilience. Being able to express your fears without judgment isn't just nice, it satisfies a biological imperative. Online interaction can totally supplement these needs for sure, but it can never, ever replace them. And that brings us to a harsh, but really empowering truth. Modern technology changed, our communication changed, but human psychology, it hasn't changed at all. Our evolutionary craving for true companionship remains exactly the same.
Part 5. Rebuilding in the Digital Age, the Power of Intention.
So, what's the fix? Well, the solution isn't to just throw your phone into the ocean. It's to intentionally reset our habits. We have to literally schedule regular conversations, prioritizing deep talks over sending frequent memes. We have to choose vulnerability, even when it's super uncomfortable. And most importantly, we need to check in beyond the screen, looking people in the eye without expecting some immediate digital reward.
Strong friendships are built through repeated acts of attention. True connection demands genuine presence. It demands that you actively choose to focus your attention on another human being, over and over again. We have to step away from this narrative of victimhood. It's not a battle between people and technology. Social networks didn't create our fundamental need for friendship, and they certainly didn't eliminate the importance of trust. We, and we alone, are responsible for protecting our social lives.
Which leaves us with this final thought. I've never thought about friendship this way before, but maybe social networks didn't break friendship. Maybe they revealed how fragile our friendships had already become. Take care of your relationships.